Welcome to the motherfucking product of the 80s. I am Black Biggie. I got my homeboy, my brother from another mother, my fellow Youngstownian, my Mr. 330, Mr. Ben, Mr. Bendova, Pastor Bendova, Mr. Poo Poo, Mr. Watch, Mr. Jet Fly Clothing, Mr. He Just Stay Fly's damn self, fresh off of sitting up there in the motherfucking bomb-ass seats during the Jaguars preseason game. I see you. You hear me?
Eating good. You hear me? I'm talking about.
I'm like, who the hell to let him get in a luxury box?
Hey, I was going that bitch with my people and shit, and I was trying to find the shit, and so I get there. I'm like, wait, where's the autofill tourist suite? And like, you go up here, there's gonna be some sliding doors. So I get up there, and me and my people looking like, is this it? We supposed to be here? Shit. And the lady was like, y'all ain't never been here before, huh? Hey, she breaking down everything. She said the drink, the beer free, the wine free, mixed drinks free. I'm like, what did you say?
Oh my goodness. Well, damn.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Bro, so what you was sipping on there? You just stuck to beer.
I had some Chardonnay. Had some Chardonnay, some wine and shit. Ate a whole bunch of wings and just tried salmon. It had all type of shit. It was like a big wraparound in the inside, big ass sweet.
Damn, my boy was eating good.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. And where I was at, I was sitting next to Trevor Lawrence fucking family and shit.
Yeah, I seen you said, was that his nephew?
Yeah, it was his nephew, man. That motherfucker was bugging me to death. I'm trying to find Trevor Lawrence fucking his social media page. I'm like, hey, that motherfucker owe me a check or something. You know what I'm saying?
His little nephew was like getting it in. He was talking. I seen him over there. He took the little picture of him. His little badass was sitting there.
Hey, post me on your social media. I'm like, okay. Check too, little motherfucker, bad motherfucker.
Bro, so we gather here for this whatever the hell we want to call it moment to talk about this damn robot, artificial intelligent, freaking computer generated thing that's causing all this uproar with it. This effing mecha. It's called effing mecha. Nobody knows actually who the creator is of it, but the guy who there's another guy who more or less took it over. His company basically runs it, and the robot had a record deal with Capitol Records till about today. Because I guess in one of the songs, the robot said "nigga."
Right. And so, let me guess, black folks went crazy.
Black folks went crazy. Robot can't nobody say nigga. Only people can say nigga is black people and Fat Joe.
Right.
So it was, I don't know, bro. I mean, and you a pretty intelligent and knowledgeable brother. So I'm trying to understand, is it me? Is it me why I can't understand the outrage behind it? Like my boy, I talked to my boy B, and he was like, well, because a white guy made it. And because a white guy made it, you know what I'm saying? Like you, and the thing I said, so did the white guy write the lyrics? And it's like, no, I guess the program writes its own lyrics and everything. The computer, the AI, artificial intelligence writes its own lyrics and everything. So I'm like, well, if it's that and it comes up with an algorithm how to come up with its lyrics from previous rap songs, most of the rap songs, the computer gonna have to go through whatever it can to come up with its lyrics. He's gonna say nigga.
Right.
At least about 90-some% of them, 95% of them.
And then if it got its own intelligence, it's going off base what's going on in the world right now, anyways.
Right.
What's being said. So, man, I don't know, man. Like I say, man, you go so many ways. You go so many ways with this. But at the end of the day, man, we talk about this shit all the time. That shit started internally before you start. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With external shit, even though we know where the word come from and where it originated, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how you let something go when we don't let it go.
Bro, what you're saying is real. Like
and then half the shit, you know, we and then what's crazy about with music, between whites and the LGBTQ community, they buy the most music.
Yeah.
Anyway, it ain't niggas who buying records.
Nope. That's
You know
why
what
when
I'm
niggas
saying?
be like, I do it for the streets. Don't know
Right.
niggas
So
in the streets buy your shit.
right. So it's like we promoting this shit, but you expect these young white kids not to say the shit when you keep on, you know, pushing it, promoting that shit for whatever agenda your record, you know what I'm saying, to push it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So who are you more mad at? The person who say, you know, I'm gonna take this check and I'm gonna push what you giving me. You ain't mad at
Right.
him, but
No.
you mad at the consumer buying your music and they saying the shit. Like I just don't I don't get it.
I'm trying to find a logic behind it, bro. I'm trying to find like the biggest consumers, the reason that the ones who sell out most of these shows for these rappers that get to these that do big numbers and whatnot. And when they're at the concert, it's okay for them to hold the mic out and they just say it then. What
Mm.
I don't want to be the hypocrite. Like if you don't know if you get that offended by the word by anybody else saying it, which means that there's some offensiveness to the word that you yourself find. So don't use it.
Use a period, yeah. Because
Yeah.
the thing is, once you if you're the type of person like me who've been at different schools and different places and shit like that, you meet people, right? And so
Right.
you get clicked up with people, and you always have that one person who's not black, that's full of black people, and for whatever reason, you give him a pass.
Yeah.
Say you give him a pass internally, but bro, don't be saying this shit externally around
Hey,
everybody
don't
else.
say that shit around my
Hey,
brothers and my
yeah,
cousins, and they'll
yeah,
fuck you up.
right. When we had the barbecue and shit, we were like, hey, bro, you might want to chill on that. But see, that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
why do certain people get passes? Oh, he's like a nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know,
Right.
well, he represents our culture, so it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So it's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, like I say from the beginning, it starts internally. You know what I'm saying?
Let me
Checking your
let
own
me
self.
ask you a question. Some shit happened to me the other day. Not happened to me, but I was talking to somebody, this guy, white guy, and he was going to describe the other person he was talking to. And so the choice of word, the other person he's having a conversation with, when he went to describe the or some shit he seen, and he said the color person. And that like fucked me up more than him. He could have just been like the black person, or hell, he probably wouldn't even bother me if he had said a nigga, not a
Mm,
nigger, a nigga. But when he said color person,
mm,
that for some reason was a slight trigger.
mm. I mean,
And
I, I
and
mean, I feel it.
yeah, and he used it not trying to be offensive. He wasn't trying to be offensive. He was trying to least offensive way to describe. Instead of just saying somebody black, he said a colored person. And I'm like, and it stuck with me.
Well, it's the same thing because you're describing a person, right? So like, if that's just like right now, something happened at a location, and I'm talking to you, I'm like, yeah, man, I was at this damn spot, man. This old tall ass cracker man with this long hair and shit. It's just how people, you know how I'm saying? It's just how
Yeah,
people describe folks. So, but it seems like with the black race, when it's being said, even when white folks got this thing, they say brother. Like to me, you really saying nigga to me. Like, why? What you mean? I don't understand why white folks say that. Man, have a good day, brother. Only white folks say that shit. I never heard another race say.
I've seen them use it, at least in Ohio. I've seen them use it amongst each other. Though, like brother. All right, brother. Hulk Hogan used to always say it, brother, and he's a horrible person
Yeah,
to example because of the way he got caught up in.
See,
But brother, you know what I'm saying?
I get offended by that because I be really thinking that say nigga. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, but don't nobody gets announced as a human being. Like, yeah, they human being is just whatever person you with, or that light skinned motherfucker, or that dark skinned motherfucker. You always describe a person from their fucking features
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
yeah. It's a general thing we all do. I just when do we? And again, I try to check myself. Like when I get bothered by things that happen, like I ask you like your opinion on it, or I try to get a different perspective because I'm known to perceive things or view things different than everybody. And because my first instinct is I want to see what the person who did the offending or the person who said some whatever the case or making a statement where they were coming from in their mind state when they said or what they were trying to say.
Right, right.
And so, but then I have to, being a black man, sometimes I could get an argument with my people because I go hard on certain shit, or I want to hold us to a certain level or a certain standard, and I get looked at, you know what I'm saying, looked at a little bit different sometimes. And it's okay, I accept it. But I'd rather fight for the things that's gonna make us better as people instead of us constantly committing the same mistakes or using the same things that hold us down and constantly using that reason instead of rising above it or holding ourselves to knowing that we got it. All right, these people are fucked up. They don't like us because of our skin color. Now we got to work twice as hard for it. Yeah, that's the reality of it. It's not fucking fair. This world isn't fair.
Right.
Ask the people in Ukraine who are getting shit toe up right now. If they're sitting there waiting at a damn train station, was it fair or not that they got blown the fuck up?
Right.
Life ain't fair, and it's never gonna be fair because we're human beings. We say we want fairness, but we don't.
Right. That's right.
So, like, back to the FM Mecca thing. He got a song with Gunna. It's called Florida Water. It's something them young kids listen to. It's not my cup of tea or whatever the case. Mm-hmm. It's not a horrible song. It's not like you hear it and you're like, yo, this song is trash. Mm. But I'm just trying to understand. Like, I don't think you got a chance to hear the song yet. But I don't know, man. I could care less. Why people
listen? Not to kind of change it, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be so crazy. You know, you white folks always run shit on a trial base to see what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. See what they get away with.
So now, no, listen. If you can take artificial intelligence and make him a rapper, right? Guess what? You give him a record deal, so you own the artificial intelligence, you own the contract. So and you can still send the same message out, and it's not an actual human being. You know how much money they can save from paying these dumbass rappers,
bro. But you know why you can do? You know, you're right. It's even more billions than you're already making. But here's the thing to it. And this is what I've always been telling people and why I stress it. I'm not the get off my lawn old man. The reason that they can do that and they can imitate the art so easily is because we make it so easy. We dumb it so down. We make it so easy to do, and we let so much garbage come through. And just, I don't know. I mean, I know, but it just, you make it so easy because you care only about the buck. You only care about the money you can make off of it. You treat the rap game like a hustle. And if you treat the rap game like a hustle or like a crack sale, you're gonna get you're gonna get money, but you're gonna cheapen it.
Now what we living in times that it's economical slavery now. You know what I'm saying? Black people are the most talented people ever, bro. And so we figured out how we can make it in America is getting paid off our talents, right? Mm-hmm. These motherfuckers making billions of dollars off our talents and only giving us peanuts. But to us, it's some type of forward progress and movement. Well, why not say, you know what, instead of going to these white big companies, you know what I'm saying, why not build something with a black person like these black billionaires? Where are these black billionaires at, man? You know what I'm saying? That can take immense talent. You know what I'm saying?
You got billionaires trying to help out Meek Mill right now, but don't nobody want to hear his ass no more.
Right.
But no, I get what you're saying, bro. The money, the money is there. The ownership could be there, should be there from as many billionaires, black billionaires, or multi-millionaires as we have. And so, perfect example is this. So tell me if I'm wrong with my take. One of the enticing things about the whole title thing was, it's an artist owned and everything else and whatnot, right? That motherfucker started making millions of dollars, but it started to get stagnant and stale. What's the first thing Jay-Z and the rest of them artists did? Sold that ownership. They sold title. Like we don't never, and correct me if I'm wrong again, bro, but it goes back to what you talked about with the robot, which continues also with even the human beings in it, because they for the money, for the love of money, they're willing to sell their soul, their catalog, their publishing, their masters, everything. And it's not just them, it's fucking like with Jay-Z with Tidal, with Bob Johnson with BET. Bro, BET might have been worth $1 billion or whatever the hell he got for it back then, but to the black community, the effect it had, the education or the information that it was given, it was priceless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least if you was gonna sell it to some more people that's gonna continue, some more black people that's gonna continue that legacy and build it if you were tired of it or whatnot. Like, so I mean, and that's just an example. I mean, Tidal's an example, BET's an example. What is it? All the rappers sell their clothing lines.
Right.
You know, what do we?
To be honest though, with that music shit, like this music shit, because I was talking to a guy today. I was like, even it gets to the point. America is just a business. You know what I'm saying? And so these white folks got the loophole how to run this shit. And so once we start learning that shit, guess what? We fuck our own people chasing motherfucking money.
Chasing the money.
So now, right? Like for example, give a quick example. What's the fuck nigga free girl Glorilla, right? Check this out. So her song blew up, right?
Right.
So you figure if you're smart as an artist, right? I got a song that blew up. If I don't make nothing else, I can make it around the world off this one fucking song.
Right.
But what happens is a nigga like motherfucking Yo Gotti go to her with a record deal for $100,000 to a girl in the hood that never had nothing. $100,000. Like, damn, this a motherfucking check. But her whole contract fucked up, right? But he already know, like, I'm gonna make so much money off this girl off this one song because I'm gonna get show money off of her. That's a 360. I'm gonna get show money. All her merch, I'm gonna get money off that. So that $100,000, I'm gonna get that back 20, 30 times. And so even black people, they fuck their own people with these raggedy ass deals because they got raggedy ass deals that they had to work hard to get out of. So like it's just, man, with this music business shit, man, that shit is a fucked up game to be in.
It is. Music, I mean, business period is a fucked up word. Music business is definitely, I mean, industry people shady. It's like one of the, one of the rules that go along with it. And I get it. It's an investment. I think so the company is taking an investment out on you. You would think when a rapper makes money, right? They get their first hit, they're making money. The first thing I would do is so I can start making even more money is either trying to buy myself out of that deal or I'm paying it back all fuck that because you know how they'll do. They'll stretch out your advance and everything else that you ain't got to pay it back now. You got time or whatever case. Like, nah, like I'm paying off so much shit or I'm using that money towards the next project that they not even using their money. And so I don't owe it. I'm trying to come out ahead. I don't want to owe the label shit because you'll never get paid and they're gonna get their money first. Before you get that royalty check, before you get them sales check, they're taking their cut first.
Right.
So like you would think a lot of them would like buy their freedom or buy their independence or use the money to go ahead and start coming up equal partners.
Well, you got like a lot. Like I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like this from just learning this shit. Like you got a handful of artists who are making money, like the Drakes and shit like that. Like a lot of these niggas don't be making money how you think they be making because the little bit of money they are making per show, they trying to this persona and this type of lifestyle they trying to keep up with. They ain't enough money coming in to keep up with that shit. They end up on record label with so much money so they can never get up out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I was going back to Old Girl. Just for an example, like once you're an artist and you found your own fan base, you don't need no motherfucking record deal. You know what I'm saying? Most people get that record deal because they want to open up real big, real quick. But if you got you 100,000 fans that's willing to see you and pay whatever per show, you can just, that's how Nipsey Hussle did that shit for a long time, bro.
It's a Tech Nine strategy. I mean, E40 them did it before, but the Tech Nine has like a thing. He doesn't need it ever in his life. Need a major label.
Right. So people go
so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you got to have that that it's hard, and I could guarantee Tech Nine. I've met him before. I opened for him before, like years ago in Cleveland. I think the spot was Peabody's or something like that. It was in downtown Cleveland or something like that. But we opened for him, and he was there, and he had them other dudes. They were the whatever openers, but the ones with the paint all on their face. But they do like huge shows and shit now. They call Juggalo, whatever. The Juggalos or something. The two white boy rappers, they put all that makeup on it, paint on their face, and they do all that Spike Taylor shit. They got a pretty big following now too. But like you just watch like the way he maneuver, where it's like you said, like he took the way he would talk to his artists, the way he take care of his artists and everything else. Like he not trying to rob them over. Like I can't preach independence, but at the same time being independent but robbing you.
Right.
And so like learning that and seeing that and even going through the process, like where me and my brother, like there was opportunities or deals, and it was just like the independence, the freedom, the not owing, like ownership. I'm super big on caring about ownership. Like ownership matters. Like that's why I try to support like what you doing. Like fuck that. And I know it'd be hard for you. If a motherfucker come up and say, yo, I like Jet Fly clothing. I'm gonna give you like $5 million to sit there, buy the brand off you. You can still create what you want to create off of it and stuff, but I just want to own it. I mean, listen, bro, your thinking is just like, bro, I'd have been happy to get $1 million with these t-shirts.
Right.
But like Master P said about Jimmy Iovine, he was like, yo, like if this dude I'm doing something right if this motherfucker is willing to offer me $1 million right now for it.
Like how much I'm really worth?
How much am I really worth? And that's what we got to get. Like you said, like Glorilla, she's seen that money, the most money she's ever seen in her life, and didn't realize like, yo, I've made it already. If he's offering me 100,000, whatever case, I'm doing something right. Keep doing what you doing.
Right. And that's what Gucci was doing. Like Gucci was signing all these niggas for $100,000. So you think the hood niggas in the hood ain't taking 100,000? Nigga, 100,000 ain't no goddamn money. But for niggas who ain't got nothing but $25 in their pocket, hell yeah.
Bro, $100,000 sounds good, but it ain't. Nah, bro, it's.
Then guess what? Too, I'm gonna tell a lot of people don't know this too with the game. A lot of people be getting all these artists expecting them to fail because that money is used as a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? They're not expecting them to blow up. You know what I'm saying? It's money. That rap game shit deep, bro. A lot of people
it's real. It's all tax write. All that shit is tax write-off, bro. That advance they gave you, tax write-off. You need all the planes they got to pay for, the trips you take and everything else, all tax write-offs. That's all business expenses.
Mm-hmm. Right. Hey, now switch to shit. Did you see that shit on ESPN? It was a baseball team. All these white kids was putting cotton in a black player's hair.
I've seen that, yo. I didn't get a chance to read it, like, and I mean, sometimes you see some shit and like you like fuck that, whatever, with context. And I'm really wanting to know what the whole thing behind it was, because the kids do fucked up shit.
Right.
So I'm just trying to see if they just pick on him or it was some racist ass shit.
I mean that whole shit, because it's just some shit you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, what a grown up said. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if kids wasn't meaning for it to be that way, it's certain shit you just don't even do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just I saw that shit today, bro. I was tripping on that shit. I like, who the fuck is this kid just sitting here allowing them to do that shit? I'm like, that's what's
bro. He's supposed to. They'd had to hold me down, and
right.
they'd have had to hold me down and jumping me to pull that off. Or we'd have been out there just throwing them.
Right. That shit was crazy. But back to that. But like you were saying, shit though, man. Like, you know, I know you talk about it a lot, and a lot of people get mad. They're like, but we always make excuses for everybody else, but ourselves for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like everything starts from you, with you. So even me, brother, I say it a lot. A lot of times I don't even notice I'm saying it. You know what I'm saying? Because it just became a part of my fucked up vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I get drunk and I'm around nigga, no matter where I'm at. You know what I'm saying?
Trinidad James, nigga.
Yeah. And when you can actually see yourself from the outside looking in, you like, damn, I'm looking as fuck. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'm around all these folks and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you just give a person a reason, like, well, I guess that's a cool thing to say. That's the hip thing to say.
You ever do that? Like when you make a song and you go back and listen to either your older music, your content, or even on a podcast afterwards, and you listen like you listen to, you're like, man, I probably cussed a little bit too much on this mug.
I have, bro, because I got this producer I fuck with. And when I'm rapping it, and then when he's mixing it, and I be hearing a word, I be like, damn, why am I saying this shit around him? So it's like there's certain words I try to keep out my vocabulary. Like nigga is one, the word like is another one. It's certain words I try to just keep out of songs. Sometimes I go back, but it's just, you know. It seem like he just spit, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that.
And it come out. And it just come out. And then you go back and listen to it or rewatch the episode. You be like, oh, hell no. I know I got better vocabulary than that. I know I can, I could have found a better word.
Right.
Yeah, to utilize. So, I mean, it's a learning process. But it's self-awareness. I think that is another thing that a lot of people lack or choose to ignore, is to have the self-awareness and the honesty with yourself. And like I said, if somebody else using the N-word bothers you that much, then maybe truly deep down inside, even yourself using a word really bothers you.
Right.
And you just don't catch yourself. And you let it fly off. But if you can go back and listen to your conversations, of the conversations you have, and the way you throw that word around, you may self-correct yourself.
But not only that, is who you hanging around too, because you're not gonna say that word even in your most fucked up moments. Depending on who you're around, you're not gonna use that word, bro. Even in my drunken moments, I've been around certain people. And it just don't come out. But when I get around these type of people, it just flows out. Like, damn, like what triggers it to come out like that compared to when I'm with somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So I know
it's a comfort level. It's I do believe we have the habit of using it as a term of. I got an older cousin, Biggs. He doesn't use the word for nothing. Gets offended if you call him that or whatever the case and stuff. Like you can use it around him, but just don't refer to him
as a nigga, right?
Right. As a nigga. So you end up catching yourself and trying to catch yourself overall from just using it in his presence. And so the word don't bother me. I know what it means. I know what it comes from. I understand the gift and the curse to it, or accountability to it. So if I drop a hit record and I want people to whatever sing my song and know my song and love my song and everything else, then I put that out there. You know what I'm saying? I refer to myself as a nigga. I refer to my brothers, my boys, my partners as niggas. So if I roll like that and I utilize that or I throw it out there like that.
Y'all talk about rap and didn't include me?
Where your glasses at? Where your glasses at? Don't come here and watch your glasses.
Which color?
Where your pink ones at?
Which one?
But
Let me see.
I'm gonna trip.
Oh.
Hey, Jamar, I'm gonna trip you
What's
out.
up?
Remember this movie? Remember what I forget the name of it. Was it Tales from the Hood? Tales from the Crypt? Anyway, remember when Crazy K was in jail? He had the KKK member. He was in jail.
Uh-huh.
And he punched him. He was beating him up because he was like, "Man, you killed niggas." And he asked him this actual question. He said, "The people you killed." He said, "What color was that?"
Black.
He was like, "You all right with me, niggas?" and that shit deep. But that shit set with me for years because a nigga would kill a nigga but get mad at a white person for killing a nigga. It's like they like the way these black people, way certain black people think is just fucking retarded, and I don't understand it, and I try to, but I don't. It's like, well, I can harm my own people, but you can't harm them and shit. It's like,
right, yeah. We about to go. Listen, we about to go fuck him up, beat his ass in front of his whole family.
Yeah.
But a police officer go do the same thing. And nigga is like, oh hell no, we gotta ride together to go fuck this nigga up now.
No, all they're gonna do is riot and tear up all the black businesses and shit.
And then when you think about it, right, even in music, right, anytime the word nigga is being used is in a negative light. It's nothing ever positive when you say the word nigga. It's always something, I'm gonna bust this nigga head, I'm gonna fuck this nigga bitch, I'm gonna rob this nigga. It's always something negative behind the word nigga when you listen to music.
Except for Rich Homie Quan's song.
I'm a rich nigga.
My motherfucking niggas.
But even that's bad because when niggas say I'm a ride for my nigga, what do you really mean I'm a ride for my nigga?
You about to go kill
another nigga.
Even that's bad.
God damn it, Miguel! I didn't want to get that deep with it. Why you do that to me?
I'm just saying, bro. There's nothing ever positive. There's nothing ever positive come behind when you say nigga, bro. I swear, just think about it. Anytime you talking and they say the word nigga, there's nothing ever positive. This motherfucking nigga Johnny, this nigga owe me 20 motherfucking. It's something always negative behind nigga, bro. I'm trying to tell you, though.
Fuck that nigga, bitch ass nigga.
This motherfucker be stealing all kind of shit, but you still my nigga though.
But you my nigga though. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, you ain't worry about it. I fuck with you, nigga. I got you. It's
That's
true.
Real. That was
That's
real.
real.
I tell you, I've been figuring that shit out, bro. I got a bad time. Like I say, when you were saying that shit, the older I got, I'm like, I gotta change my vocabulary. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you get older, you gotta change things. I mean, it's cool to try to the wave was going on, but you still have to change in a certain aspect. Or to me, I feel like you look, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like I check myself a lot with shit like that nigga shit. I'm like, damn, I done said nigga about 30 times in this song.
Oh yeah.
Like, god damn, I gotta switch this shit up, cuz.
I be catching myself. One of the kids piss me off. I'm like, nigga, you don't sit your ass down.
I'm quick to say, yeah.
But the thing about how we use the word nigga is not how a person who's trying to use it, that's, you know what I'm saying? They don't use it in that same light in a heated conversation. We just saying nigga like saying like, what's up, dog? What's up, nigga?
Yeah.
So it's not you, it's how we use it. And so I do understand how a black person feel because we're not using it in the way it was given to us. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a lingo. It's a bad lingo thing, but it's more of just a lingo thing and how we have conversation and we talk. Because sometimes you can find yourself talking to a Puerto Rican or a white nigga. Hey, what's up, nigga?
Oh yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we.
I don't. You know I see. I've got Hispanic friends. I've been out in LA, lived in LA, where Hispanic or Mexicans would be calling each other nigga, like all day, like part of their regular conversation, like not just using it no different than me or you. Fuck, probably even way more than me and you use it. You know what I mean? And so it's again like it's a learned. Everything we do is learned, right? Like it's a learned behavior. Everything we do is a learned behavior, and we pick it up. And these people got the okay to say the word or use the word the way we use it, all for the fact that we chose to sell that term of endearment. We chose to sell our likeness, our image. It all ties back to the fucking robot. All they're doing is the same thing that all the robot are doing is the same thing that we've been doing.
Right.
And we don't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if you grow. Perfect example is this. How can a woman tell you not to call a woman? Say like you was raised by a aunt or your mom or an aunt or some shit like that. The female adult in your life. All you heard her the whole entire time refer to her friends or even cussing your sisters out or whatever. Bitch, 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 bitch. Right? So how she think you gonna start referring to females and whatnot?
Right. I ain't even gonna cap because if y'all actually go back and look at a lot of my tape, I say that word, right? But for some reason I get away with it because I'm not direct with it. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know how to use it, but I find myself like I need to slow down on it. But I'm gonna say this though. Words are just words. People give them meanings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So a lot of times we would get mad and shoot a motherfucker up over something that means nothing that we gave meaning to. You know what I'm saying?
We give word power.
We give words power. So words don't really mean anything because 1 + 2 can mean fuck you, nigga, if I changed it to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just how we give the words meaning and the motherfucker how they take that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done seen plenty of motherfuckers getting fights over dumb shit. Especially that mama shit back in the day.
Oh man, your mama jokes, bro. Them your mama jokes that have motherfuckers out there like going at it hard. Hey, everybody ever said your mama on you had you just about ready to whoop their ass? Like they took it too far with the roasting.
Right. Hold on. They said what about my mama?
That's what I'm just saying. You ever had your mama joke somebody said on you and you ready to whoop their ass?
Okay, so let me explain something. Yeah, my mom is in a wheelchair. My mom has one leg. So you think about it.
Oh, jokes. So you done fought over your mama joke.
I done beat niggas asses. Bitches ain't try me that way. It was always the boys that tried me that way. That I had to whoop their ass. And this was like, so this happened to my mom. I was 9. So by like 4th grade, 5th grade, niggas like, oh, that's why your mom in the wheelchair with one leg. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, elementary school, I was beating little niggas up for talk about my mom being in a wheelchair.
Damn.
I would get some scraps back then, especially going to I remember me and Taheem Adams, Lamar Adams, some people know him, but we fought like in 8th grade over your mama jokes or whatever the case. It actually he said something about my mom, I wasn't mad. But I said something about his, he's ready to throw down. And I said like something, it wasn't even that funny to me, but I think he's so pissed off about his mama. I was like, man, your mama's so dumb. Now y'all remember the trash can company in Youngstown was BFI, right?
Right.
I said, your mama's so dumb, she thought BFI stood for better food inside.
He got mad about that.
Nigga, hey, listen, I ain't even know my mama like that, and I used to get mad and shit.
It's just off the GP. You do not talk about people mamas like that. So now imagine you getting mad at somebody talk about your mama when you're young, right? So imagine now as an adult and you having an argument with your significant other and that mama shit come up and you like, because I know for a fact us women will fuck you up about your mama. We will say some down dirty dog shit about your mama, make a nigga want to break your face.
Right.
Okay? But I done had a motherfucker tell me, your mama's so fucking stupid for having you, and then your daddy's stupid for fucking her. And then I was like, oh God. I was like, well,
damn.
shit. Yeah, just bunch of stupid motherfuckers. And then he got busted in the head. So.
That shit crazy. But check this out. So I got a question though. So with that artificial intelligence rapper and shit, like, what do you feel? I know what was the purpose behind it.
I was so confused when I first seen that shit. I was like, why? So first of all, it just popped out of nowhere. How come we didn't see this before?
And it's been out for like years. He's
And
been
that's
out
what I'm
for like
saying. But how we never seen it until they got signed? For real, for real. I've never seen that shit until it got signed, a record deal.
don't know. Like, and it's
But
been
who?
on. I looked on his YouTube page, and he's been on the internet for like years.
So my question to that, I don't like it, Miguel. That's my answer to that. I don't like it, right? Because I feel like y'all doing some old iRobot shit, and motherfucking Sam about to come take over and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that shit. But my question is to that though, like who the fuck is rapping?
It's the robot.
No, who's the voice?
It's a voice, but it's just a voice. They just say a whole bunch of words, and then the computer puts the words together itself. It's artificial intelligence.
So somebody typing this shit up and it's
No, they don't even type it up no more. Like, nope, they just, you know how you can talk to
It's
Siri?
pretty much
so
like,
it's basically like if I start freestyling.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
So
pretty much
it's
like,
brain-
it's pretty much like you said, like iRobot, like
Yeah.
that motherfucker started feeling feelings and shit, like
Yeah, right. It's a motherfucking story.
right.
Motherfucking little teardrop.
it's basically like they created an algorithm or whatever the hell, an artificial intelligence of rap. It like took a whole bunch of previous rap, right, and it programmed it, whatever case, within the AI, and then the AI is able
Developed
to
it more.
develop it, yeah, to sit there
He
to
gave
have a
him
conversation.
the database gave it its own brain. You feel
Yes,
me?
Okay.
And so it pulls whatever that brain is, it pulls shit from the database and it creates his own, it took over his own self.
so
I'm sorry.
basically,
I
if
know
you
I
don't
just
like if you don't like what it says, 9 times out of 10, what it's repeating has already been said and used in previous rap songs.
I'm sorry. I know I look crazy. It keep fucking raining. It's raining, but it just
Y'all
start
supposed to
pouring
get a
out of
big
nowhere.
storm
Like
down that way, aren't y'all?
it. I don't know what the fuck is doing. It just keep, but it'll start pouring like hard as fuck, and it sound like somebody coming through the fucking roof. And
Yeah,
then
y'all
it'll stop.
supposed to get a lot of flooding and all kind of shit down that way.
That's fine. I'll be in Atlanta on Friday. While I'm coming.
That's $5 away.
So, if I mean, Mr. Bendova, you asking me, bro? I didn't care enough. When I heard about it, like I didn't care enough. It was more like about, yo, if you don't like it or don't, whatever case, don't stream it shit.
Right.
Yeah, don't stream it shit. Like, don't fucking buy the robot. Don't listen to a song. He got a song with Gunna out right now.
My thing is this, right? With that word being said in black folk, why waste your time and waste energy on something that doesn't really even fucking matter? Like I promise, man, black folks waste so much energy on the dumbest shit to compare to what they need to be putting that energy towards. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Bro, I'm never worried about if black people say they're gonna cancel me. Because the motherfuckers will forget about it in like 2 weeks. Now, if the LGBTQ plus community cancel me, I'm a little bit scared. But with black folks, you remember when they were trying to get black folks to cancel Gucci, and a lot of niggas were like, I'm still gonna wear my shit. I don't care what they put in blackface. I'm still gonna wear it. I don't care what that got to do with me.
I mean, if honestly, especially with that part, if you're gonna say, "Oh, this designer is racist," or "This designer is that," you might as well just stop wearing half of the shit you own because them motherfuckers is all racist. You just haven't been able to pinpoint it, or it haven't been publicly said, or nobody haven't blew the whistle on their ass. All these people is racist as hell. But guess
Bro,
what?
you right, Andy. You lose your shit if you keep running around worried about what every every person who owns a business, whether they racist or not. So what, you gonna stop going to the grocery store? Because
That's
motherfuckers,
like
Hey,
right. So y'all niggas ain't stopped eating Chick-fil-A, and they motherfucking fund one of the biggest racist foundations in history. But niggas love Chick-fil-A though.
they do. I mean, I do. I don't love it, but I eat it.
I'm not about when my mom found this. Let me tell y'all, my mom found this out. All these different Taco Bell, that I don't eat that shit, but like certain ones are owned by racist ass people. So y'all gonna
Right.
stop eating these fast food restaurants? No, you're gonna go and still buy your Taco Bell. You're gonna go still eat your KFC. You're still gonna eat your Burger King. You're gonna eat this. So miss me
Eat
with
your
that.
Wendy's. You're gonna still eat all this shit, yeah. You're gonna still listen to the music because these people that own these companies.
You're right.
Huh.
You're right. I was saying that shit the other day about why somebody, oh, why you still wearing, you supporting them? I said, listen, you don't know who doing what. I said, you got a Cadillac. When you find out who started Cadillac, they a pedophile. You gonna give away your Cadillac, bitch?
Right. Right. That's like this, right? So I got the new beats, right? I got the new Kim beats, right? I got the Kanye's. This the Kanye one. This the one that was with Kanye face. So I was telling my mom about it. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go get him. Blah blah blah. She like, why? She like cursed me out. Like, why do I'm not spending my money when nothing they name is attached to? Why the fuck would you buy that? I said, what's the difference on the shit that you buy from China and these people? They don't do nothing for the community. I said the Chinese motherfuckers don't do nothing for the community either. So what is your argument that you're giving me? I don't give a fuck who name attached to it. Shit, these bitches going. So it's versus me buy these, right?
Right.
Or me buy these.
Right.
This is straight white. This is all the way white. At least the bitch get black dick. I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, hey.
Hey, I got a question. Speaking on Kim Kardashian, do you know the whole story behind that? How the Kardashians even got into existence?
Besides you talking about before she fucked Ray J?
No, I'm not talking about that. Check this out. If OJ,
if OJ you didn't have the daddy as the lawyer,
but guess what though?
OJ was fucking Chris. No.
But guess what though? Before OJ went to his first team, he was supposed to get drafted. What was his first team OJ went to?
Buffalo. Or Buffalo.
It was a team before him that was supposed to pick him, right? So he goes to Buffalo. He meets Nicole Simpson in Buffalo. So if he never gets drafted to that team, right? He never meets Nicole Simpson, which that bullshit happens. And he never gets Rob Kardashian as his lawyer, which he made a lot of money off that case. Right. The Kardashians are never who they are. That shit crazy. That shit gets real deep.
Right, but you know what's so crazy though about that is because honestly, that's part of it. But Nicole Simpson was friends with Chris.
But OJ was knocking Chris down.
That's how OJ and Robert became, whatever the case. That's the whole thing too. Is Nicole and Chris was friends, and then Robert went and took on the case to be OJ's lawyer, which really kind of fucked the whole dynamic of their family. Because it's like, damn, so you chose him over us over here, But that's true, though. If he didn't do that shit, him and Johnny Cochran did not do that, they wouldn't have got the most. I agree with you. That's true. That's true. So they got their fame for real from a black nigga, and then they just start fucking black niggas.
Right.
And they like what they like. Once you go black, it's hard to go back.
Yeah. Well, Kim kind of just dibbled in a. Never mind.
She left that white boy alone after a while.
No, got that boy crazy as hell over there. He's losing his mind.
He been crazy. She keep picking niggas that
He losing his mind because she went back to Kanye.
I'm so happy she did too. I'm like, her and Kanye deserve each other. They deserve each other. So when Skeet talked all that shit to Kanye, and when it tattooed her damn kid's initials on him and her name on him, I'm like, this nigga.
But you know what though? The one good thing about tattoos is them bitches could get covered up.
Oh, Skeet gonna have to cover that up. He gonna have to cover that N, that K, that S.
He could get one big ass tattoo to cover that shit up. So just go ahead and cover that up, my boy.
You should ask the game who covered his butterfly up and go to that same tattoo artist.
We're not even gonna talk about that.
Hey, what y'all think about that game? Did
you hear Andy?
I just before you even said that, I said we're not even gonna talk about game. We're not even gonna go there with them. I'm so upset with him. Like, I just don't understand.
Disappointed, man. So disappointed.
Why? Why did he do?
I'm trying to figure out why don't with Eminem, right? Why people feel Eminem is so overrated? That's what I want.
Because they don't know. Because if you a rapper, a person who either loves rap or grew up loving hip hop or MCing, sees Eminem for what he is. Like, yo, I ain't got to be the biggest fan of his thing, but he got bars. You know what I'm saying? And if you pay attention to him and listen to him, like he always gives props to those in hip hop before him. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of black artists and whatnot. So I'm for them because he doesn't talk about the typical nigga shit.
Right.
It's a lot to do with he's white.
Yeah, it's just because he's white. Because he's a white boy, he can rap good.
But this, my thing too, I ain't mean to cut you off, Jamal, but this is my thing where I feel like nobody should have nothing to say. If Jigga could put a song out with this nigga, Renegade, and this nigga, and y'all know I love Jay-Z, this nigga demolished him on his own song, and he didn't get offended or get upset. What the fuck make y'all feel like y'all could go out here and be mad about what this man saying? Eminem got on Renegade, and I mean Jay spit some hard shit, but Eminem got on Renegade and went the fuck crazy on that song. Okay?
Yeah.
And Jay-Z ain't do nothing but get that nigga nothing but props for it because he was astonished and shocked as fuck. Like, yo, this nigga just really got on my song and fucking went crazy like that. But people don't appreciate shit like that. Y'all want to see the color. Yeah, it's so much colorism, and you just see black and white. And this, that man is fucking crazy.
To me personally, man, game just trying to stay relevant, bro.
That's all it is. He wanted attention.
That's all that shit is, bro. He been doing some goofy shit lately.
That's to me, honestly, I never fucked with Game though, and a lot of people.
Matter of fact, Game ain't been right since he ain't he wasn't on that Super Bowl, the halftime Super Bowl shit. So,
he been fucked up before then, but yeah, this just reminded us
that pushed him over the edge. He fell off the cliff after that one. Yeah, I've never been a game like, you know, I never really, I couldn't even tell you 5 songs.
The way he left, when he left G Unit, it like, and the way it all went down, I was like, yeah, he too. And 50 always said, like, the game is too, he gonna say one thing and then he like bipolar. Yeah, he too bipolar. He gonna be like this, and then tomorrow he gonna be like, yeah, I love you, 50. Let's get back together. And then tomorrow he gonna be like, gee, you not. Like, he just go.
Nobody don't got time for that shit. Is pick which way you want to go, nigga. Stop bobbing and weaving through traffic. Yeah. Stay in your lane, basically. That's all that means.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you,
super talented. He can rap his ass off.
I knew when he fell off. But anytime niggas get to falling off, what they start doing, they start sending out dick pics and shit. That's when you start sending out dick pics and you start exposing the whole shit. That's when you know you fell off, bro.
Not when he started posting thirst traps, that's when I knew it was real. That's when I knew he needed to be seen and not heard. We want to hear you, not see you. He was feeling some type of way because his name was not being brought up in no conversation. So like you said, what is the best way to get notoriety? Post your dick. Post your dick.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
Hey, I know y'all men's is and all, but I'm goddamn saying that nigga posted something that shape just draws you like, oh, get this nigga game. Oh, hey, I done forgot he was a rapper. I thought he was a model for a second. Shit.
Hey, man, got to do what he got to do to stay relevant, I guess.
Yeah, it is whack as fuck though.
It was whack. It's like when you see, I guess it's more like disappointing. Like you see a talented rapper, and when they start doing dumb shit, or they get, I don't know, like I got 3 moments in hip hop that disappointed me like crazy.
What's that?
Nas, when he signed under Def Jam under Jay-Z, I was like, why would he do that? We had them Jay-Z fans with Ether. We was winning the war. And now we was winning the battle and lost the war because he signed to Jay-Z. That hurt me right there.
Hey, listen,
he never won the war. Stop playing.
Yo, girl, every time, listen, I'm going to tell you how you know he won.
Ether is my shit, though.
I
Don't get me
know
wrong,
it's some shit.
but it's only one song. Jay hit him with 3 songs, so it's over.
And anytime a nigga make a diss song with the first thing they ask, it ain't no ether though.
Right. You're right about that.
That's true. No, matter of fact, I'm about to have to.
But once Jay-Z said he nutted in the baby car,
that was over with. Game over. Just go ahead and
No, it ain't, because his mama made him apologize.
Go ahead
His
and
mama
talk
made him
that
take
one
it
up.
back.
Hey, that was so disrespectful. I'm like, oh my.
Disrespectful is an understatement, okay?
Oh,
Hey, and
that was very disrespectful.
Even as being a Jay-Z fan, nobody could undeniably not listen to that motherfucking song. And nobody could say that wasn't the hardest shit you ever heard in your life. And you just like,
oh my God. Oh my goodness.
right.
It was. I thought Takeover was hard till I heard Ether.
Look,
and then I was like, Takeover?
I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You? What?
Yeah.
you love my style, nigga.
You know you. That's what you lost already.
All right, that's it. That's just what it is. It's them gunshots in the beginning saying "fuck Jay-Z." That's what that is. It's that
Yo,
beginning.
they asked a dope ass question on the I think it's Math Hoffa's show, but they asked about, and I want to ask y'all this question. I'm still in Math Hoffa's question, but do y'all think Drake has passed Jay-Z as far as like for that? If some people want, I don't give Jay. I guess if you want to be fair, you at one point in time Jay had the #1 spot, but has Drake surpassed him?
Well, if you're talking about like right now, as in putting out music now or something like that.
Well, yeah, of course now, yeah.
But as in like being on the list of top 5, he could never.
You don't think? Wait, you don't think Drake's top 5 now?
I said he could never pass Jay-Z.
Oh, so you say he could be top 5, he just can't be in front of Jay-Z?
Never.
Y'all about to cuss me out because I've been the nigga for my whole life that always said that to me, people say it's disrespectful, but I'm gonna say my opinion. I always felt like Jay-Z was overrated to me, bro.
Hey.
I thought he was because
Andy almost beat me up when we're talking about Jay-Z, so I'm gonna be
because I mean for real. Sometimes a person or material or a car or whatever it is can be put so high on a pedestal, so that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the best of the best, my nigga. If you this is the creme de la creme shit. You know what I'm saying? But with music, to me, music is based off is emotional. So it's what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, if you're not going through something, you make
Jay don't. A lot of times, Jay don't give you that emotional, whatever case to a lot of his music.
Yeah, he's a storyteller. So mostly people who relate to him is people who's from his area or been through the same shit he went through on a storytelling. So to me, that doesn't make you the creme de la creme of rapping and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
So
like, I never understood.
I say this to you. You say that about Jay, you got to say the same thing about Big, because Big had the same.
I can agree with that.
Big
I think
had the same exact situation.
Content.
Big was a storyteller more than anything. But if you take if you strip them of all of that, right? And even the stories is about, because they both from Brooklyn, so it'd be more relatable to people from out there. They know what's what. But if you strip all of it and you just listen to the shit, these niggas is truly lyricists, though. Like,
yeah,
some of the metaphors. But why I always put Jay on that pedestal is because how many niggas you know truly and honestly go in the booth, no pen, no paper, and fucking just. I watched something and the nigga was in there like making little fucking weird noises with his mouth, right? He was making weird noises with his mouth, and then he came back and was like, lay the track down. Boom. I'm like, what the
Listen,
fuck?
and I'm gonna take that's not fucking true, and I'm gonna tell you why. As an artist, because throughout my day, I can go through the whole day. I'm brain. Dog. One thing about a person who's a real artist, they always stay with shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of time you can build a whole bunch of songs in your head. You can brainstorm all day. And if depending on your knowledge and how to use words, and if you went to college, like Wayne went to college, just learned different thousands of words. That's why you can put so much shit together. You know what I'm saying? So when you're steady learning and you got so much knowledge in your head, you just you recycling things you already know what's in your on your top. So when a person say, "I just came off the top," like I just don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
But that still is coming off the top, Miguel. You never wrote it down. You
Well, I'm
never
saying,
put it on the
but it's rolling down. It's rolling down up here.
That's so weird. But where is it coming from? Off the motherfucking
So,
top.
so,
Okay,
so when
you
people say
thought
off the
about that
top,
shit 2 weeks ago.
when people say off the top, I'm gonna wrap something now. Oh, I ain't never thought about that. I ain't never wrote that down.
I don't believe nobody that say that. I don't believe that one. I don't believe that. Now
I see
that
what you saying, Annie. I see what you
I
saying,
know
Annie, and I see
exactly.
what.
Yeah, no.
But like we all do it. Like I see what you're saying. Sorry to cut you off. I'm agreeing with both of you that when he claims like he don't write it down, is that he's already got he's already pieced it together in his head. Like so, that's a talent within itself, and I don't think Miguel is not acknowledging that. It's just
No.
that
I agree with Miguel 100%.
I think, but when you make music, some people are better just off the top putting a song together and can stay on things basically because they didn't throughout the day thought of shit like bars. Them bars aren't just like out of nowhere. Them bars be too complex. So he thought about them bars at some point before, and he just pulled them from his pad he's got up here.
That's just like
now I'm not saying that he just straight went there and it just came to his mind right then and there. Hell no, there's no way in fuck not to make a song. Maybe if you freestyle it, possibly, and I still don't even believe that with freestyles either. I believe people give you some shit you just ain't never heard of as a freestyle. That's just my opinion. But I agree with Miguel 100%, where it's definitely, but you also think about it though as an artist, because I don't know if I ever told you, but I used to write songs. I would be in the fucking shower and some shit pop in my head, and I'm like, oh, so now I'm in the shower. One thing pop in my head. I'm in the shower. I done wrote a whole song in the shower, but don't have no. I get out the shower and be like, oh fuck, what did I say? What did I say?
All right, Herb Gotti. You over there sound like Herb Gotti after getting out the bed with Ashanti.
Hey, I'm gonna see if that's just like with Pac, right? I'm gonna see if y'all know this, right? Pac will come in. I'll watch the documentary. Pac will come into the studio and just rap out a whole bunch of shit, and his producer will go in,
put it together,
and piece his fucking shit and make it like it was a whole fucking verse, bro.
Yep, I seen that.
Now that's crazy.
That's crazy.
So now, who was more talented, Tupac or the producer?
The producer. The producer was a beat
chaos in the way he worked, like, and just knew how to piece it together. Like, I will sit there and say, like, if you ask me, Jay-Z in my top 5, yes. Is he number 1? No. I feel, if you ask me honestly, I'm gonna feel the most disrespected rapper ever for people's top 5. And if I say his name, y'all might not agree, but y'all would understand why I say his name. Is Snoop Dogg. He always get overlooked for top 5, and he's had, if not the biggest, one of the biggest impacts in hip hop of all time. And he's on 2 top 5. He's all over 2 top 5 rap albums of all time: Doggy Style and The Chronic.
That's true, and he's definitely
because nobody don't look at him as lyrical. He just makes songs. So that's like with Drake, right? Drake don't get put in those categories, but he do because of record sales and longevity. Mm-hmm. But like I ain't gonna cap, man. Dog, Drake can come on a country beat and snap. You know,
that's a different type of. That's a different character right there, though. And when you have that ability to get on any and everything and just fucking go crazy, that's something different. That's why that would be a reason to put him in your top 5. But you know, they always look at it as he's a singing ass nigga. He you know what I'm saying? They take all the other shit and put it
They
into
always
fact.
looking to subtract from him, but don't hold
Just
other people to the same standard.
right. Just if you just listen to him again, that's another person. If you strip everything down and just listen to what he's saying, you'd be like, yo, what the this nigga. But that's the same thing where I had that conversation about Wayne. Wayne say some of the stupidest shit, but he's undeniably one of the most talented niggas that have ever did it.
Right.
Like you can't deny the fact that what this kid say is fucking crazy. Some of the shit you be like, what the fuck, nigga? You had to be dumb high. But you be like, but I get it though. I get exactly what you meant, but it's just the way that you put it that I'm like, really, really, Wayne? Come on, man.
Right.
But undeniably one of the dopest lyricists because that nigga tells stories too. He's a storyteller also. So you just gotta listen to I mean, everybody's gonna have their opinion, right? But if you just really, if you have you know what, y'all just gave me an idea for this not life. We're gonna take rappers, a list of rappers, and strip down all that other bullshit, and let's just listen to lyrics. Let's just pull up lyrics and see what these lyrics are about.
Right.
That just gave me an idea. All right.
Yeah, and there's people like I know, like, all right, like if you know what, I feel like it's fair to do a top 5, but I feel like there's so many more categories to a top 5. Like, okay, like tell me if I'm wrong, especially in today's music. And I was a fan of his when I was younger, but Project Pat is more influential today to the newer kids than he might have got the props for back then, but he was big back then because when he came out with the album that Mr. Don't Play with that chicken head and Gorilla Pimp, all that shit and whatnot, Don't Save Her, all that shit, like he was a man. Now you hear all these kids now and they like love Project Pat, but if Project Pat is in my top 5 for if I got music in my trunk and an album I'm gonna play, if I got like a nice ass system, is that Project Pat album, Mr. Don't Like. There's certain songs that
top 5 that's how you will get your a wide variety of different artists.
Right.
So if you just say your top 5 of all time, you're never going to get a Project Pat on your top 5.
Right.
You're never going to get not never because I had somebody say Snoop Dogg in their top 5, but you're rarely going to get Snoop in your top 5.
Right.
But if you give certain categories of a top 5, then you definitely going to have these guys like top 5 Southern rapper. Project Pat have to be in my top 5.
Scarface is my number 1, but Project Pat is definitely in my top
5. Pat is, listen, if I'm going to do a Southern like old school niggas, Pat and Gangsta Blue got to be in my top 5, and I don't care what nobody say.
I don't know, cause see, like with me, it just be like longevity of things. Like I be wanting to know like what happened. You know, everybody have different reasonings why they, you know, what happened. Because a lot of times it don't be what people think. Oh, they fell off. It be other reasons. It could be record deals. It could be shit.
Oh yeah, you already know that.
Hey, I ain't about to change the way I'm doing things. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be. I be want to know the reasons why. Like what? Like damn, what happened? You know what I'm saying? What happened? You know
Miguel, what's your favorite 3 albums to go to if you got bump in your trunk that you banging? Like you know, you put it on, that shit just hit.
Damn, bro, you put me on the spot. See, I'm a country nigga, so I'm gonna go back to my old Goody Mob album I had. I spoke with Goody Mob, bro.
That's a good one. Goody Mob got some bangers on the one album. Trying to think like that Scarface one.
Ready to die. I gotta have my Ready to Die album with Juicy or B.I.G. That Ready to Die album, I'm sure. And I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker 50 Cent, bro. That motherfucker 50 Cent.
Get
bro.
rich or die trying.
Dog. Listen, you can put that shit in, let that shit ride out, dog.
Wasn't we just talking about? We were just talking about this shit on Queens. I just said that shit from the fucking number one to the fucking end. You can play that shit straight through. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That nigga 50.
You were about to skip a song like, oh shit, I forgot.
Oh, no, I was talking about that with y'all on Friday, not Queens. That's right.
Yeah, we were talking about.
That shit
You missed the crazy one on Friday, Miguel.
Yeah, what happened?
We talking about
the R&B is dead.
Yeah.
His R&B dead. And then we just start talking about all time after that.
Man, we was kind of pissed off. Like, man, I fucking hate that they trying to make me give up listening to R. Kelly. Cause you start thinking about all the songs that nigga got. You like, oh,
stopping for what?
Huh?
Ain't nobody stop you from doing shit. We don't want. We not fucking with Robert, but we gonna fuck with
right.
They try to shame you for listening to Robert.
You can't deny good music. That's like a nigga who made your pork chop. He a pedophile and shit. Like, man, it's a good ass.
So now I ain't about to eat this. I ain't about to eat this juicy ass pork chop.
I don't fuck with that nigga, but his food good though.
That nigga ribs off the chain, but he fucking his food. Like what?
Hey, you know what? This how niggas be though. Like, yo, man, I don't really fuck with her like that, but she got some good pussy, so I just keep going back for the pussy. But I don't really fuck with her.
Hey, that ain't just niggas. That's bitches too. Can't even undeniably. You like this? Yeah. Well, do I? Hello.
Hey Jamal, you know what's funny about that? Cause the females that feel like that when you come over, when you open the front door, they look at your ass. I can't stand your ugly ass.
But bring your dumb
ass.
Bring your ass in here. Listen, I've been there, so I already know the deal. Like,
hey, you just gotta appropriately put things in perspective, and you'll be okay.
Oh,
the perspective is, bitch, be lonely and horny, or be mad at this nigga and still get good dick. Which one sound better? I think I'm gonna go with answer number 2, motherfucker. I'm gonna just be mad as hell, but I know I'm a goddamn be alright. As soon as he done, come on, get this shit.
That shit.
Hey, somebody said ain't nothing worse than having a trifling ass baby daddy that know how to lay the pipe. Hey, he don't take care of no kids, but his kids only see it when he come over to smash.
I don't know about that one, but that's fucked up. I've never been there.
That's crazy.
First of all, no, hold the fuck up. You's a dumb bitch. Let me just say that. You's a dumb bitch. I don't give a fuck how good the dick is, bitch. He ain't taking care of no kids. He can't get no pussy.
And she got 3 kids. And she got 3 kids, mom, and they ain't never stayed in a consistent, long-term relationship.
Hey, Black V, what your boy Kevin Gates say? Because I got a big long. But when I hit that, he ain't gonna hit you like I do. You come back to that.
You know what? Annie laughing, but that's the type of nigga Annie need, is old Kevin Gates type nigga. That's what she like.
I get me a Kevin Gates nigga, y'all ain't never gonna talk to me again. I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be gone. Y'all be like, y'all gonna be like that damn song. Where's Corbin? Y'all gonna be like, where's Annie? What the fuck?
Damn. She done got booed up with Kevin Gates, and we ain't seen her since. Annie we gonna see her on Instagram with feathers in her hair too.
That shit crazy. That shit crazy, bro. I remember some years ago, that shit turned me off, though. That motherfucker was 100 with me, like, man, motherfucker had somebody come through and can whatever and shit. You gonna be like, she was up front with me. I'm like, nah, I gotta wait that thing air out, man. Gotta get it air out. I can't even finish you off, baby. Huh? That's too fresh. You know what I'm saying?
we gotta let your shit shrink back to size.
You you ain't hit that spot, man. Where you at? I'm like, nah.
We gonna have to let your shit recontract. God damn.
Hey, she in there sounding like the one little TikTok thing with the chick screaming in the background like, ah, ah. And your boy come out afterward like, all right, nigga, you next. You looking like,
Who, me? Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
You feel that?
I'm a
She
pass
okay?
on that one. Damn. You did all that.
Nigga, she okay?
That's
Does
why
she
I
need
don't
some
understand
water?
how niggas. That's how I don't understand how niggas run trains, because there's no way the fuck, like, or have a threesome, right, or whatever the fuck, whatever. If I was a dude, I would be upset if you went first and that bitch went crazy, and then I gotta go after you and she ain't going crazy like she went crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I
Man.
would
Hey,
be
listen,
so
it's funny you
mad.
say that. It's funny you said that, right? I remember some years ago, I was like 18, whatever. I got a cousin. I'm gonna get a stage name, but he strip and he do porn and shit, right? And so it's three of us, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm gonna go first, bro. Like, you just chill out. That motherfucker came in the room. That motherfucker shit unfolded like a lawn chair and shit. That motherfucker, hey, Black people, that motherfucker got the go gadget dick and shit. I'm like, bro, let me go.
So that's like Stacks came on the show when we was talking about no, we wasn't talking about sex, but we was talking about, was it the show we was talking about? Yes, it was. It was that show. You had already went off or whatever, and we was talking about threesome. And he was like, so I'm like, we asked him like, so you ain't never had a threesome, you and another nigga wait to look at his dick. He like, no, I ain't look at this. I said, it's no way possible that you couldn't see this nigga dick. Like, it's no way. How was you in there like this with your eyes closed?
Man, that nigga, speaking of Stacks, I had brought somebody to his house. My brother, another nigga. Listen, it's his apartment. Nigga, I'm gonna say it, but I don't give a fuck. That nigga went. I'm like, bro, how you go last in your own apartment, bro? Like, that nigga went last, bro.
Yeah, nah, I go first and I ain't going at all.
I'm like,
Right.
listen, how you gonna tell me you fucking bitch from the behind, and the nigga just woke up to her and put his dick in her mouth. You done seen that dick go straight into her mouth.
It's like you see it, but that ain't your focal point.
I
But
know, I get it, but he was like, I ain't never. I'm like, nah, bro, you
Hey,
seen it.
the most important thing is to not make eye contact with each other.
Right.
That would be very awkward. I can say I could imagine how awkward that would be.
Yeah. You're like, look over, like, nigga, why you watching me? Nigga, why you watching me?
But when I did it with him some years ago, right? He had a homeboy that was with him, and his brother Stephen got a younger brother. He like 6'4", 6'5". That motherfucker come up on the bed, and I'm hitting from the back. His homeboy behind me, he tapping on me and shit, stroking, trying to get red. I'm like, damn, bro. I'm like, nigga, go to the other side. Like, wait a minute,
killing that shit, homie. Yeah, he hyping you up. He your hype man. Yeah, nigga.
I'm like, damn, I'm like, come to the side of me or something, bro.
Why you behind me? That's weird.
And listen, the whole time, man, he tapping me and shit. Come on, cuz, let me see how I feel. I'm like, this nigga tripping, man. That shit.
He done killed the whole mood.
Yeah, that was a
vibe done. Oh man.
Yeah, and but I feel you though. The homie in there killing like that, like she in there screaming like that. Me, I'm like, nah, you got.
I don't even want it. If I was a guy, I would be like, yeah, I don't even want it. Like, bro, I would be so upset. Even if I did go at you and that bitch not screaming the same way she was screaming with you, I would be so upset. I'd be like, now I'm putting in all my manpower. I'm dying.
No, you in there screaming. Hey, you in there screaming, Eddie.
Hey, I'm gonna trip you out, Annie. Hey, one of my shows, I had my best friend on there, B Mac, right? He had a cousin, right? He got locked up, but anyway, he had a cousin, and the girl was like, she wanted to fuck her cousin, and you know me, I'm running my game. I'm like, shit. Well, if you want to fuck him, you gotta fuck him. We at my crib, you know what I'm saying? So my homeboy Brandon go up that bitch. You know, it was just quiet. That nigga cousin with that bitch, dog. That shit was like that damn TikTok shit. That motherfucker in that bitch hooting and hollering, bro. Damn. That motherfucker came in with the jackhammer, bro. That
That's embarrassing. Embarrassing as fuck.
What?
Hey, you want to call back from Annie? You better go in there and lay the law down like that.
That's embarrassing as fuck. Like I went in there, I was fucking you, bitch. You ain't made no noise. This nigga come after me. You sound like you dying. No.
Wait.
Get the fuck out.
wait, Annie. You ain't okay. So forget messing around with multiple dudes. You ain't never went to go see a dude at his crib, and all his boys might be downstairs playing a video game or shit or whatever case. And you go upstairs to his room, and y'all smash, and you try to keep it quiet so you ain't got to do that walk of shame when it's time to leave. Walk past the homies after they done heard you.
Of course. Of course, but then after a while, because like one dude that I dealt with, he lived with his, like him and his cousins lived together. And so at first, when I started first fucking with him, I was like that. After that, after a while, I ain't give a fuck if them niggas heard me or not. I'm like, bitch, I'm not about to be in here. Nah, nigga, y'all gonna hear me. The fuck? And I'm coming out. And I'm coming out like I
got a question. So are you the women, are you sounding off because it's hurting or just feel good? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
It feels good. If it hurt, I'm gonna say, hey nigga, this hurt. I'm gonna tell you it hurt. I'm not gonna be sitting there like, no, I'm like,
now my next question is, what makes a woman let niggas run trains?
Oh no, I don't know. You asked the wrong question.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to.
You ain't got no whole friends that you know that have told you like
why they let niggas run trains on them.
Yeah.
Personally, me, I feel like it's a self-esteem situation or like something to do within yourself. Like you just don't value yourself. That's how I would look at it. Like it's no way in fuck that you letting multiple niggas fuck you back to back, like in the same room. That's some you need to work on yourself type shit. That's how I feel. I don't know. I ain't never had. Now I know a couple bitches that got trains running on, but I ain't never asked them like, "What made you do that?" I'm my motherfucking business. I'd be like, "Bitch, you did what?" Okay.
Yeah, when I was at Rand on the football team my freshman year, it was like the whole, and that was nasty when I think about it. She set up the whole pretty much the whole football team, bro. Like,
I think that was probably every year at Rand, but
yeah,
because we had those when I was in Rand too. So yeah,
that shit crazy, man. I don't understand.
Yeah,
bro,
I don't understand.
You know what? It was always like the girl who was. It seemed like the one that get turned out was always the one who was cute but quiet and shy, and then it took like one nigga to turn her out or whatever the case, and then after that, like she get left to the wolves.
So what I've seen is it definitely was one of them cute little quiet girls, and letting one of the football niggas get in her ear and gas her up and end up being in a room with 3 or 4 of them niggas at one time. How I still be trying to figure that shit out, and it's over 15 years later. And that's how that happened with her. And I'm like, damn, and then after that, it was over with. She fucked everybody. Everybody. I was like, damn.
Yeah, it didn't seem like when they get through with her, it's like she go through. I don't want to say she go through.
But the bad part, no, she do go through everything else. But the bad part about it is that once they get through with her, they talk about her.
Yeah.
Why? Why y'all gotta go talk about her and now everybody know? So it's 2 outcomes of that situation. One, the bitch gonna be super embarrassed and we not gonna know what's gonna happen. That bitch could kill herself. Or 2, she gonna be like, "Yup," and I'll suck you off too. What's up? It's 2 outcomes of that. So that's why I'm like, what's the point of going to tell everybody this happened at that happened? Because you don't know how that person is going to react to you telling he done sucked 5 niggas up at one time.
Yeah. I never
understood
why dudes run their mouth like that.
You know that's cruel because once you tell that shit, now the whole school talking about you. You walking down the hallway, real crazy. Like you just that shit is. I look at it now like that shit is terrible. Like, yo,
Yeah, that's some sucker shit right there. Like, bro, like why you
because y'all don't know
tell
what
me-
a person could have done when they went home. That girl could have went home and killed her fucking self. Like that shit just. I know I went real deep real quick, but I'm just saying, like, you think
No, but
about.
that's some real shit. Like, I've seen like some people have their whole life like fucked up and was never the same after that shit. Like, just like fall apart. Like grades, drop out of school, or then they get with then some her confidence so low. Some fuck nigga that would have never had a chance with her before come along and end up being the one to knock her up or be just
And
trying to turn her
destroy
the
her
fuck out
life.
more and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, well,
That's
that's
crazy.
Hey, Eddie, tell me if I'm a hater. I used to hate when like I would be in high school and it'd be like girls that's like freshmen or sophomores and they be fucking around with like niggas that's like 21, 22 years old.
Oh man, I just hate that
that's
shit.
not you. What you was mad with the 21, 22-year-old?
It
You
was,
should
no, I would just be
you
like,
should
yo, like,
have been mad because they shouldn't have been doing it. You should have been mad.
yeah, I mean, like, I didn't want to be, but didn't want to be a hater. I was like, yo, like, this nigga too immature to get a woman his own age. Like, you got to mess with, like,
I mean,
Taking all my bitches.
You
I
said it
gotta
that way.
get
Do
you.
sound like a hater, but that's really you were speaking the truth though. Because why are you 21 and you up here at the high school picking up a 50? Please
I
make it make
couldn't
sense.
get it. Yeah.
So with that too though, it's like, and it was a lot of bitches like that, and don't talk about that stuff. How that and a lot of people parents was okay with it. Like you were 15, 16 getting picked up by a nigga 21 and plus. Nothing about that screamed okay, but nobody thought nothing was wrong with it. Nobody, motherfuckers is bitches is like, oh, bitch, you fucking with him. I'm like, yo, that shit is not okay.
Right.
And that shit is not okay. And then young niggas is looking like, this nigga over here fucking with young bitch. It's not okay. But then once we get older, now we like shit. I'm about to fuck with it. Now once I got older, I'm like shit. I need me a 10 plus nigga. But I wasn't doing that in high school. In high school, that wasn't happening. The oldest nigga I dealt with when I was in high school was 3 years older than me, which is my baby father. We was in high school at the same time. That
That's
don't
cool.
count.
That's cool. Like, I get it. A freshman and senior, or
Yeah,
sophomore and
I
senior.
mean, Jesus, but like straight, you a grown ass nigga that work at a factory and got 401k and shit like that.
And
You
you
got
showed
your
up to
own.
the high school picking her
You
up.
got your own apartment, your own car, and you pulling up to a high school to pick up a girl.
Pick up a girl, got her skipping school, sneaking out on study hall, not coming back to like 7th period.
I remember that shit. I remember
I
that shit.
I used to do that, but not with a grown ass nigga. I just used to go home.
I ain't
No,
gonna lie, man.
huh?
Like my freshman year was probably the hardest year coming from middle school and having a lot of bitches and shit and going in the high school. Freshman year was hard because it seemed like all the seniors, bro, they was on them, bro. They were on them freshmen, dog, because them niggas had cars and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They had a little chain, had a little smoke on them and shit like that. And they don't let them be a basketball player or a football
It
player
was
and
over
shit
with.
like that.
Wasn't getting no
Bruh,
bitch.
man, that shit was tough, dog. Trying to get some, they were taking all of them. I'm like,
Hey, you know what's so crazy? It's still like that, Miguel. It's still like that in
It ain't
school.
changed.
It ain't shit changed. It's the same exact way. That shit is so funny. And that shit is the
and
same
then, like
way.
you say, Black V, you gotta deal with the dope niggas and shit, box Chevys and all that shit,
The
picking them
box
up.
Chevys was always the cars pulling up outside of rain.
Yeah. Look, I'm outside looking. You can listen. This nigga don't even be discreet when he pull up to pick her up when she's skipping school. You in
His shit
school here,
beating down
system
the
down the
block.
street, beating down the block.
We in the classroom like, look at this bitch getting in the car.
And we used to. Hey, you know, before we end this crazy ass story. So I don't know who the Spanish teacher was. I don't know if Miss Lees was still there when y'all was there. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
she was still there, crazy ass.
Right.
Hell
So
yeah.
Hey,
Her and Lee's was there while I was there.
hey, listen, bro. That bitch used to drink fucking mouthwash and shit in the morning and shit. That's crazy, man.
Bro, her classroom used to be on the first floor over there in the thing.
In the corner.
Yeah, left hand side, right? My motherfucker used to come in her classroom and open the window, jump out and walk to the corner store down there off of Elm and whatnot, and then walk back and hop back in right before class was over. And she'd be like, "Oh my goodness!" She used to always threaten us. I pushed the button. I pushed the button.
Miss
And
Lee's,
that's, you know, you went to school with some trifling ass niggas.
Miss Lee still was in that same classroom too, nigga.
Her husband used to beat her ass.
Yeah,
yo, they used to have the matching crown pick.
Yes.
His old ass, her old ass, you push both of their asses down. Fuck.
Oh man, that school. I'm so mad they tore down Rand. I love that school, man. That
They used
school.
to cuss her ass out when I went to Rand. Cuss her ass. His ass too. They both. Anytime I seen any one of them in class, or oh man, they ass used to get cussed the fuck out. I used to be like, damn.
I'm not that bitch. I went there. I'm like, oh my god.
I mean, cause her class is there, and then my French class is down, so they used to be live down there. Fucking crazy.
Matter of fact, Miss Lee's was my freshman homeroom class, bro.
What? Oh, you had a wild then.
Yeah. Well, y'all shit was litty in the morning, fresh in the morning, dealing with that bullshit. Oh yeah. She probably couldn't even take attendance right.
Bro, that's what I was sitting there thinking. Like, they probably get attendance taken right for shit. Yo, y'all got anything y'all want to shout out before we end this episode? I want to thank y'all both for coming over here talking y'all shit, expressing, especially when it comes to music. So, Annie, I'm sorry. I should have jumped on you. I don't know why I thought you was out of town or somewhere. But you leave it.
I don't know why you feel like I just don't be in my house that belong to me.
Because you know where you was at for a few weeks.
That was then. This is now. Why are you telling my?
I didn't say where.
And you still. This the second time you said that. Nobody didn't know I wasn't in my house.
The important part is that you're there now. Maybe.
I am. I'm very much at my house, you know.
So I want to thank I got my shirt. I got it hanging up in the background. Thank you, Mr. Bendova from Jet Fly Clothing. I'm gonna order some more for you this week.
Where the fuck Miguel? Yeah. I see your titties still, nigga. Nah. I mean, you know what? It's okay. I'm gonna just keep wearing my Deep Throat Conversation shirt over and over and over.
That's the right one to wear.
I need a Mr. Poop Poop shirt.
Nah, I need that one you posted the last time about I ain't got it or whatever. Where I text you and said, "Yeah, I need that for real." I'm fucked up just like you. Fuck you mean? Don't ask me for shit. I ain't get it.
Matter of fact, I ain't gonna care. That one of your side.
I need it. I need it. But nah, I don't have I ain't shouting no shit. Fuck all these podcasts.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this shit. Nah, shout out to my shit. It's a Hard Not Life podcast.
Shout out. I still haven't been on this A Hard Not Life. I need to
you was on It's a Hard Not Life on Friday, nigga. What are you talking about? You were just on
He trying to come on as an artist, bro.
Oh, he's not an artist.
I'm an artist.
He was just on It's a Hard Knock Life on Friday.
Oh, I was. Shit. I
What are you
was.
talking about? I only did It's a Hard Knock Life on Friday because of him, because I wasn't doing the show.
But I sure. God damn it, short term memory.
I only did it because of him. But he sent his saying, see that shit?
That was fun too. That was R&B.
Shout out to I want to do it. I'm gonna do another one like that. I like to do those ones. I'm gonna do another one like that about old school hip hop. We'll get to
Did they freeze?
Who?
Oh, it froze for Miguel still froze. There you go, he back.
He ain't frozen, he just wasn't moving.
I was just still, nigga.
He wasn't frozen. But shout out to It's a Hard Knock Life podcast every Friday, 8:30. This Friday I got a DJ from Illinois and this rapper chick from Cleveland. So she rap and sing actually. So
Dope.
Might be an there. Shout out to Pussy Talks each and every day at 8:30. Queens with Attitude. Damn. Queens with Attitude on Sundays at 8:30. And then y'all was
got a little bit crazy towards the about the end, and then motherfuckers start disappearing off the screen. I
Yo, so Kiki had to go. Kiki had to get her shit together because she had to work. So when Kiki was like, "All right, I gotta go," she did it. I'm like, "What?" It started looking like this. The screen was like this. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I still, matter of fact, I'm about to call that motherfucker. But like, bitch, why did you hang up on us? I forgot to tell her that. And I couldn't stop cracking jokes about it after that. I'm like, this bitch really banged on us like the old school phone, like boo. Like she hung that bitch up so hard. I'm like, damn, sis. But yeah. Shout out that shit. Shout out ACS Productions, because why? That's me, motherfucker.
That's you, motherfucker.
Hey, y'all get the rest of that shit. Shout y'all shit.
I can't remember all the motherfucking shout outs, but shout out to all y'all motherfuckers who I've been fucking with since I've been owning this shit. You hear me? I'm a part minuscule. That's Black V shit, my bad. But but nah, no, for real though, man. Shout out to everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Deep dope conversations, man. I gotta tighten back up, man. I got so much shit going on. You hear me, dog? I be so tired, bro. I don't know what to do nowadays, man. But hey, Jet Fly Clothing, if you need some shirts, holla at your motherfucking boy. I don't know what Annie done gave up the shirt business and shit. She ain't fucking with the shirts no more.
I just had to focus on my other shit.
Annie let one of her niggas wear one of her shirts and he wore it home.
Oh man.
Hey,
actually, I'm about to have some new shirts this weekend. Actually, I'm about to have some new shirts. No, not this weekend. Be gone. I come back home. I'll make some new shirts. Nah, I'm gonna get back into it. I just had to, I just moved, so I had to get all my shit situated. And my shit set back up, so I'll be back in the groove.
So I want to thank Mr. Bendova. I want to thank Savagely Humble, aka Queen Annie, aka my partner in crime, Truth Entertainment Films, AAA, ACS. Fuck it, even shout out to StreamYard. Fuck it, why not? I want to thank y'all. It's been a blessing to have y'all on here, expressing and talking to shit, laughs, jokes, kicks and giggles, and all that good stuff. I want to thank y'all for listening, all our listeners, checking us out. Appreciate y'all. I'll be back next week with more product of the 80s. I'm Black B. We out the BI. Oh, yeah. Shout out AAA Podcast. Yeah, definitely. Tia.